Sambetsgano. Today, the 10th December, is the Human Rights Day, the day the United Nations General Assembly adopted in 1948 the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. As the world faces an unprecedented pandemic, this emergency demands us to place dignity and human rights at the heart of our collective actions, good governance and sustainable development even during this crisis. There is no development without human rights and equality. As such, human rights are at the core of the Sustainable Development Goals. We will be able to achieve these global goals only if we address widespread inequality and create equal opportunities for all. This is the day we appreciate human rights defenders who uphold human rights above all. We acknowledge that the human rights activists, journalists, and whistleblowers are significant pillars for expansion of civic space and meaningful participation. They are there to ensure that transparency and accountability are in place in our societies. We in the United Nations country team in Mongolia applaud the timely and efficient measures taken by the government of Mongolia in dealing with the current outbreak of the pandemic. However, we are saddened by widespread discrimination and stigmatization. We must not tolerate any form of discrimination, especially any stigma towards COVID-19 patients. This is the time for us to stand in solidarity and show kindness, care, and support to one another, to our friends and neighbors. This is the time to appreciate the frontline fighters such as health, law enforcement, registration, custom and inspection personnel. Standing together in solidarity is our first step to building back better. We also urge the government to place the fundamental human rights at the heart of its recovery endeavors from this devastating pandemic that left all of us vulnerable. Let us build back better while standing up for human rights. Sansakni Husi, Baitla.